And I'm Lindsay, and today we're here to talk about how do you do that? Simple as that. How many people do you have come up to you and go, I don't get it. How do you do that through the arts?
Yeah, every day.
Every day. So we thought we'd kind of break that down a little bit for you today.
I think we need to explain what we've just said though, so it makes sense to them.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so yes, we teach the arts and we teach one-on-one and group in our traditional environments that people would expect, where you can sing, dance, play music, do drama, and we do that under Amplify. However, we've got two other programs that we run with a whole host of different things underneath them, and that's where people go, how can you do that if you do the arts? So we engage with students, we engage with health and with communities, we do all sorts of actual physical engagements, we do communication engagement, we do engagement workshops for the council, we work with people on employability skills, on training, on presentation skills, but we're arts teachers. And people go, well, how can you do all of that if you're just the arts?
And people see us as like dance teacher, drama teacher, singing teacher. Well, how do you do that? And it's like, right, okay.
Let's break this down.
Let's break this down.
So
first of all, do we expect every activity that we do, there's going to be some sort of performance, singing and dancing? No. We went to something yesterday and we had to do a presentation. They're like, oh, you're going to sing for us? No. No, funnily enough, we're not going to sing, not going to do a dance. We're not performing monkeys. And neither are our clients that come in to work with us. But what we do is we use all the skills of creativity that the arts give us to help support everybody else that we work with, basically.
Yeah, and it's not just the skills that the arts give us, it's the skills that our teaching of the arts give us, because you teach the arts in a very different way to most other subjects. It has to be done, it has to be personalised. No two people are ever the same. It's not A plus B equals C. It's as simple as that. We have to make sure we can evolve, change, flip, anything, adapt every single session we do when we're working with groups, when we're working with one-to-ones. So if we can do that there, we can do it across any subject.
And then we can teach others how to do that for themselves and give them that toolkit to do it. So, for example, with our Arts for Learning sessions that we do, we go in either with individuals or we go into schools, we're using the arts and we're using creativity to develop, oh my gosh, my brain's gone dead. Deliver, that's the word, to deliver workshops to young people or sessions to young people or individual. And yes, there is a creative element to it because there's storytelling, there's movement, there's dance, there's art. So we use that as our hook and our way in, but then through doing that, we're teaching them these tools of listening to each other, taking their time, responding to each other's body language, responding to your own body and what it's telling you and where you feel those sensations, using colours to help express how we're feeling, considering things from another point of view because exploring social stories. So all of a sudden, they're able to see things through a different lens because of the arts activities that we're doing. And then because they can do that, we can then help them to do that in their science lesson or on the playground or when they're coming to school or at lunchtime or at home with their family. That's one example. So that's how we use the arts there.
That's all transferable skills. I'm sure we've got a vlog
Massive.
on that. All about transferable skills.
Listening, teamwork, empathy, social interactions, emotional regulation. So we're teaching all of those skills using lots of different theories, which we won't go into today because you don't need to, but it's all backed by evidence and by research. So that's how we use the arts in that way through our Arts for Learning. Arts for Health.
Again, it's all evidence-based. We do use the arts, but what we do is we're building up a community, and we use that where the research does show that singing movement can help with brain functionality, it can help with reducing the amount the brain deteriorates in dementia or Parkinson's, that kind of thing. The way it builds a community up together, and there's so much evidence out there about all that. So we use that. So again, it's using the arts directly, but to have a different impact.
Not to be a performer at the end of it. Then we come on to the academy bit, which is a little bit, this is where people get really confused about how we're doing what we're doing. So within our academy, we've got the training for entrepreneurs and people within business and coaching that Becky does a lot of. And people go, how do you use the arts to do that? So as artists, as people who work in the arts world, we're creative thinkers. Within the world of work, everybody's after creative thinkers as a broad, I hate because it means so much more than that. So within our coaching and mentoring with those organisations, it's about thinking about problems creatively, thinking about staff management issues creatively, thinking about your marketing creatively.
It's bringing a whole different outlook into it. I was doing a presentation and training on presentation skills a few days ago, and it was great. And everyone came into the room, and I think thinking it was going to be one thing.
And they all came into the room expecting Becky to stand up at the front and tell them what they needed to do, how they needed to structure it, what their content needed to be, and give them all the answers.
I didn't
Becky didn't give them any answers because we're getting them to think creatively. If we stood there and gave a one-fit solution to everybody and regurgitated that, we wouldn't be doing our job because we're not giving them the skills to apply it to their own situations and problem solve and think around it and work together.
Our whole ethos and belief is it's about the person in front of us. Mm-hmm. Every person is unique. So we can give you ways to think differently, to go, oh, we can do that. Or we can give you the ability to give yourself permission to do something that you've never thought you could do before. Standing up and speaking in front of people. People have to do that all the time. But what was really scary was I asked the question in this skills training and everyone put their hand up because I went, how many of you were told when you were younger to be quiet, that you couldn't sing, that you had to be silent, to hush, and everyone put their hand up. And as soon as they did that and everyone saw what everyone else had felt about that, they started talking about it. Oh my goodness.
And they got that common connection, that common goal.
But they also then started giving themselves permission and realising it was impacting how they presented, and went, I need to give myself permission to actually be able to stand up and speak, because that was actually limiting what they were doing so far.
So how did we do that? In the same way, if we had a group of students come into a dance session with us, you create an environment, a classroom situation or a lecture situation that every person feels confident and able to flourish, because within the arts it's such a personal thing. Well, so is business coaching, so is business training. It's a personal thing. So our coaching and teaching skills and abilities we transfer into the style of how we deliver the workshops in a creative way that's very different to what you'd find elsewhere. So when people go, well, how do you use the arts to teach that? We're using our skill sets of delivering the arts to engage their audience. And then our other element of the academy as well is about, we do some programmes for Multiply, helping with money management and maths, and then this UK SPF, the skills for the CV. But everybody gets really confused with, well, how do you teach them to do maths if you're a dance teacher or a singing teacher? And again, it's taking it out so that the people don't feel like they're coming into a maths lesson or a money management lesson. They're coming into an environment where they feel safe, valued, their opinions matter. We draw on everybody's experiences to have a laugh, some role play in there, but not role playing that word, because everyone goes, oh, role play, I don't want to do it. But again, we're doing it in a way and scaffolding it so then they can engage in a creative way, and they go out going, oh, that's brilliant, I'm going to come again.
Yeah.
Because it's different. So how do we use the arts to do stuff?
It's not always the arts. It's the way that we deliver the arts.
It's the way we deliver, and it's the way we use our knowledge and our experiences from within the arts to deliver a creative, engaging experience for our clients that they come into. So it might not be the arts as the outcome, but they are taking part in a creative, engaging experience. And that's what we do. So yeah, just thought we'd clarify that one for you today. So if you want to come in and join in with our creative madhouse doing anything, apparently, if you look at the website, there's a lot on there, and we know there's a lot, but there's lots of things we can work with and lots of things we can do with this creative approach. So yeah, come join us, get in touch. See you later.